What is IRS Form 1099-B, who uses it, and what are the deadlines? If you want to know the answer to these questions and more, keep watching. We're eForms, your go-to source for simplifying business, immigration, taxes, and more. If you're ready to start filling out your own 1099-B, click the link in the description below this video. But if you're here for the full breakdown, let's get into it. In this video, we'll cover an overview of Form 1099-B, who uses it, the deadlines, and more. What is a 1099-B? An IRS Form 1099-B is a document that shows any money you made from selling things like stocks, bonds, or other investments during the year. It lists the sales proceeds and the cost basis, as in what you paid for the investments, to help you figure out how much you gained or lost. You use this info to report your investment earnings or losses on your tax return. What are its common uses? Form 1099-B is commonly used for stocks, bonds and options, commodities, mutual funds, debt instruments, foreign currency contacts, and barter exchange. Now that we know what a 1099-B is, who uses it? Brokers fill out 1099-B forms for people, companies, and government groups acting between investors and a stock market where stocks, bonds, and similar things are bought and sold. This form shows capital gains, money earned from selling something, which can be taxed. It also shows losses when a sale gets less money than what was paid, and these losses can help lower taxes. Finally, the form records exchanges or trades of services, which are also taxable. People who get a 1099-B use the details in it to finish their yearly tax return and other needed tax forms like Schedule D or Form 1040 and Form 8949 for investments. What are the filing deadlines? The deadline for sending a 1099-B is February 15th, and the deadline for filing them with the IRS is March 31st. What's the difference between a 1099-B, a 1099-V, and a 1099-INT? As we're already going over in this video, the 1099-B tracks assets like stocks or bartered services. The 1099-DIV reports dividends, while the 1099-INT handles interest income. They're all a little bit more specific than a W-2, which reports full-time income. The IRS has created a category of 1099 forms to help simplify the reporting of these other earnings. We've created videos on all of these specific 1099 forms, so if you need more info on these, be sure to check them out on our channel. Before we go, let's quickly go over some frequently asked questions about the 1099-B. You might have come across a form called a Composite 1099, but what is it? If a taxpayer is receiving multiple forms like a 1099-B, a 1099-DIV, and a 1099-INT, often the issuers will choose to consolidate them by simply sending a Composite 1099 instead. What is a cost basis and how do I calculate it? The cost basis is a key part of figuring out if you gained or lost money. Basically, it's what you paid for something plus the fees and taxes. To work it out, divide the total basis of everything you owe by how many shares you have. This helps prevent double taxation on dividends that were already taxed. And lastly, what happens if I don't report the information that appears on my 1099-B? If this happens, the IRS will likely deliver a Notice of Underreported Income or a CP 2000. This will assign penalties and interest on unreported income. This is easy to avoid by confirming that Form 8949 and the 1099-B have identical information. Taxes can get complicated, but we're here to help. If you're ready to start filling out your own IRS Form 1099-B, click the link in the description below this video. There, you'll find a detailed breakdown on the parts of the form, how to file, and an official copy to download. We're eForms, your go-to source for simplifying business, immigration, taxes, and more. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more helpful content.